You're listening to the WSTC News Podcast. And now, today's news anchors.
Hello, and welcome to this WSTC News Podcast. I'm Caden Ryan.
And I'm Zach Schneider. This student-operated podcast is brought to you by the Belmont Harrison Career Center and St.Clairsville High School.
First up today, it is the worst flu season in years. Schools are closing, workers are staying home, and now health professionals around the country are scrambling to find ways to combat the virus. Avoiding the flu has become a national obsession, from clean flu-infested schools to announcements on the New York City subway. So far this season, 40 school districts and at least 13 states have closed because of the flu as they try to eliminate the virus. It is also impacting businesses as people are out sick. One study shows that the flu could cause 25 million employees to miss 4 8-hour shifts. That could cost the U.S. economy more than $21 billion.
Next, let's talk about another No School Monday, but this time not for snow or freezing temperatures, but for President's Day. It's an American holiday celebrated on the third Monday in February. Originally established in 1885 in recognition of President George Washington, it is still officially called Washington's Birthday by the federal government. Traditionally celebrated on February 22nd, Washington's actual date of birth, the holiday became adapted and is now known as President's Day after it was moved as part of the 1971's Uniform Monday Holiday Act, an attempt to create more three-day weekends for the nation's workers. While several states still have an individual holiday honoring the birthdays of Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and other figures, President's Day is now viewed as a day to celebrate all U.S. presidents, past and present. The story of President's Day began in 1800, following President George Washington's death in 1799. Did you know President's Day never falls on an actual birthday of any American president? 4 chief executives, George Washington, William Henry Harrison, Abraham Lincoln, and Ronald Reagan, were born in February, but their birthdays all come either too close or too late to coincide with President's Day, which is always celebrated on the third Monday of the month. It's that time of year when Cupid takes his annual flight in the middle of February. Did he hit you in the heart, or did he hit you in the wallet? Here's WSTC News reporter Caden Ryan with more.
How will you be spending your Valentine's Day? According to the National Retail Federation, consumers will spend near $19.6 billion on gifts and cards. Let's take a look at how other people will celebrate their Valentine's Day. Miss Miser, give us some reasons why you like or dislike it.
I absolutely love Valentine's Day because it's all about love. But yes, we were very prepared this year. There's a fun element added when you have kids because you get sweet treats for them as well. Rory's getting a giant bag of heart-shaped marshmallows this year, and Dax is getting a heart-shaped teether. But we have a family tradition for Valentine's Day. We get a heart-shaped pizza, we watch a fun movie, and eat lots of chocolate. So I look forward to it every year.
Now here is Senior Matt Greenwood.
Yeah, I was prepared this year. I went shopping on Monday, so a couple days ago, and I don't really like Valentine's Day. I think as a society we put more emphasis on the objects instead of like the true love and everything like that.
Did you know that nearly 150 million cards are exchanged each year on Valentine's Day? Or that 40,000 Americans are employed at chocolate factories? Now, as we walk the halls of St.Clairsville, let's get some quick thoughts on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, more money. No, in all honesty, I love my wife and I love my 2 little girls. I just got to remember today to get a card for my wife. I'm going to take them all out to lunch or dinner later on in the weekend.
It's a great day to show the people you care about you love them.
I think it's really sweet and fun.
Whether you like or dislike Valentine's Day, it has came and gone. Now to the next 2 holidays, President's Day and St. Patrick's Day. Reporting for WSTC Podcast, I'm Caden Ryan.
Don't go anywhere. Stay with us for more WSTC News. Who will be this week's special guest on Conversation Corner, and of course, WSTC Sports.
You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsor.
Carry on. Let's carry on and take advantage of the opportunities offered at the Belmont and Harrison Career Centers and learn a trade while earning your high school diploma at the same time. Check out interesting and challenging programs right now. Business, skilled trades, technical, mechanical, or personal services. You'll find Belmont and Harrison Career Centers facilities and programs truly amazing. See your guidance counselor or call the Belmont and Harrison Career Centers today at 740-695-9130 or visit their website at www.bhccenters.com.
Welcome back to the WSTC News Podcast. This is today's segment of Conversation Corner with our special guest, Mr. Wayne Burke. Mr. Burke is the choir teacher here at St.Clairsville Middle and High School. He's also St. C. High's musical director and St. C. Singers show choir coach extraordinaire. Welcome to the show, Mr. Burke.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Let's jump right into the questions. First, what are a few of your favorite things about teaching?
That's pretty easy. I knew from a very young age that I wanted to teach, and I love kids and I love music, so obviously it was a great fit. My favorite part about my job is I really get to build relationships, because a lot of these kids, I meet them in 7th grade, they come through 7th grade choir, we go through 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and so by the time we get to the end, we've had a 6-year relationship, and I really get to see them grow from that middle school age all the way up through high school, and get ready to make decisions and go out and be a part of life. And the other big thing that I like about it is I've always loved to perform. I've always loved to create music. I've loved the theater side of it, and so teaching allows me to continue to do that and get to do what I love to do. So it's pretty awesome.
Sweet. What are a few hobbies that you have?
A few hobbies. Well, one of my, I love to do a lot of woodworking and building things, and so I do all the sets and things for the plays, and so I love digging in and doing that sort of stuff. And I also like to spend days on the lake. I don't know if that's a hobby, but it's something I like to do. And so for the last 4 summers, the family's had a boat, and we go out to the lake and pop out some inner tubes and some floats and just enjoy the lake and time together. So I really enjoy doing that.
Alrighty. And to break up the questions, since we both know how much you love my jokes I tell you, I'm going to tell you a few about music.
Awesome.
Alright, how can you tell if a singer is at your door?
How can you tell if a singer is at your door? I don't know.
Because they can't find the key and they never know when to come in.
Oh, see? Music joke. Perfect. Out of tune.
Alrighty. Why didn't Handel go shopping?
Why didn't Handel go shopping? I don't know. Why didn't he?
Because he was Baroque.
He was Baroque. I hope all of you got that. It's a time period. That's history.
Alright, and then last, how many sopranos does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, I have probably 5 sopranos that couldn't figure it out, so I don't know what the real answer is.
The answer is all of them. One to do it, and the rest to talk about how it should be them doing it.
Exactly. All right, so I was close.
Pretty much. All right, what's your favorite place to eat?
My favorite place to eat. Wow, I get to, because my wife and I are both teachers, we get to travel so much. Probably my favorite place in the whole world, and it's more about the atmosphere than anything, is the Salty Dog Cafe in Hilton Head, South Carolina. It's just right on the ocean. Oftentimes you can see dolphins swimming around and you're eating dinner, and I don't know, just love it.
Sweet. All right, and then lastly, can you name 3 things that your students probably don't know about you?
3 things they don't know about me. Wow. Probably one is, because I don't get to do it a lot anymore, I love to snow ski. Did a lot of water skiing and in the summer and slalom skiing, and then did a lot of snow skiing. I've been all over the United States. I got to go out to Squaw Valley in California and a place called Arapahoe in Colorado, and I've been out east, and so I've gotten to do a lot of that. Something else students don't know about me. I always tease the students because I never tell them why, but it's Mr. Burke, but my name used to be 13 letters long until I was 8 years old, so that's an interesting fact because our name was so long and cumbersome, my parents decided to shorten it down, and so it's Burke, but it used to be 13 letters long, so yeah, try to figure that one out in the future. And I don't know, that's about it.
Alrighty, and I can add on to that. I just found out today you played soccer in high school, and that you're quite the athlete.
I did. I played soccer, played track, and ran track, and yeah, I had a great time doing all of that stuff.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for being on our podcast today. It was really fun. I can say personally that you've impacted me, not just in music, but in life. You showed me how it is to be a hard worker and to never give up. Thank you for tuning in for this week's podcast and for this week's Conversation Corner. Up next, WSTC Sports.
Shaun White has reclaimed his Olympic halfpipe title and won the United States' 100th all-time gold medal at the Winter Olympics. He did it in dramatic fashion, landing back-to-back 1440s as part of a final run that knocked Japan's Ayumu Hirano out of the top spot. With the win, White is now the first snowboarder to ever become a 3-time Olympic champion, 12 years after winning his first gold medal at the 2006 Torino Games. He is also the first American man to win the same individual event at 3 different Winter Olympics. Some other gold medalists for the United States is 17-year-old snowboarding prodigy Chloe Kim, landing a gold medal in women's halfpipe. 17-year-old Ohio native Red Gerard landed the first gold medal for the United States in men's slopestyle, and Jamie Anderson won back-to-back gold medals in women's slopestyle. Now we take it to Alex St. Clair, avid snowboarding fan and rider. What do you think about snowboarding in the Olympics?
It's gotten really creative the last couple of years with Shaun White throwing 2 1440s back-to-back. Red Gerard, young kid, winning, and Haley Langland throwing another one. She's 17 also. They both had great runs toward the end.
Reporting for WSTC Sports, I'm Zach Schneider.
Okay, and now finally on this WSTC News podcast, we are going to leave you with a few Did You Know facts.
And yes, these are all true.
Did you know 11% of people are left-handed?
My brother's actually left-handed, so.
I mean, I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed, so.
Did you know the average person falls asleep in 7 minutes? That's definitely not me.
Yeah, it's not me. Mine's like 2 hours.
The average person probably means like the elderly as well. Like everyone. I don't fall asleep in 7 minutes.
Did you know an ostrich eye is bigger than its brain? Wow, small brain. Must not be very smart.
Ostriches aren't the smartest
Yeah, it's true.
creatures out there. Did you know lemons contain more sugar than strawberries?
Yeah,
I guess I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, your face puckers up when you eat a lemon. So that could have something to do with the sugar.
Did you know honey is the only natural food which never spoils?
Huh.
Wow.
I mean, I guess.
Never heard of that one before.
I don't eat a lot of honey, so I wouldn't actually know that.
Well, that's all the time we have for this WSTC News podcast. Thanks for listening, and be sure to follow us on YouTube.
Stay classy, enjoy the warmer temperatures, and have a great week.